What's up, YouTube? My name is Big Boy Snatch on TV, aka what kind of snacks you want, because I got playing around. As you can tell by the title of the thumbnail, this is my AEW Dynamite review on high. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the video from all the way from the beginning or towards the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content I do on the channel. Follow my social media down below in the description, and go check out my WWE Raw review on highlights that I did on the channel on Monday. Without further ado, let's get started. Now, AEW Dynamite was a good show before AEW All Out. Alright, AEW was live from London, Ontario, Canada. It says AEW Dynamite kicks off with Tony Schiavone in the ring for the contract signing of the AEW World Heavyweight Championship match. He introduced Hangman Adam Page to the ring. Hangman Adam Page gets in the ring, and Tony Schiavone introduced Kyle Fletcher with Don Callis as the fans booed. As Tony is about to speak, Don Callis cuts him off and says he has something important to tell Hangman Page. He says he remembers when Page took on Kenny Omega a few years ago, and he has found someone who is bigger, faster, and better than Kenny Omega and Page. He says there is nothing that Page can do to the all-time stud athlete. There is no one like Kyle Fletcher. He says the title is coming to the family. Page tells him that after last week, he thought they agreed that he doesn't need any help. He says he is tired. He is trying of half the roster getting tired of interference in the matches. He tells Kyle Fletcher that he sees the potential in him. He could be. He says Kyle Fletcher is 26 years old. He can be in AEW for decades. He is someone that the entire roster can one day look at to carry the company. And if he wants that, he has to be the man who is worthy of it. He is going to have to earn it on his own. Myself. He says if Kyle Fletcher needs the contract, he will find that if Don Callis or anyone from the Don Callis family interferes, he will also be stripped of the TNT Championship. Kyle Fletcher tells Page that doesn't scare him. He says he could put anything in his contract and he would still be him. He congratulates Page and says he has it in writing. He says he is still the best professional wrestler to ever step in AEW ring. He says he will fulfill his destiny when he becomes the AEW World Championship. He says he is better than Page was in 2019 when he first challenged for the title. Better than he was in 2021 when he first won it, and he is better than he is right now. He says AEW does not need Page anymore. Does not need Kenny Omega anymore. It needs Kyle Fletcher, and he will allow him to ride off in the sunset because the title and the entire company belongs to him now. Kyle Fletcher signs the contract and gives the contract to Tony Schiavone. He gives it to Hangman Adam Page, who looks at it. Page says that he knows what it feels to be him. But what Kyle Fletcher does not know is how he will feel the morning after All Out. It will crush him. It will ruin him. It will take any bit of confidence he will have. He tells him that what Kyle Fletcher does with the feeling will be what defines him. He tells him at AEW All Out and the days and years that follow to not disappoint him. Hangman Page signs the contract. Both men get up, and Kyle Fletcher says he hosts by now. He knows that he is a man of his word. There will be no physicality at this contract signing. There will be no interference in their match, but he promised that he will lead with the TNT and World Heavyweight and AEW World Championship. And tonight he is going to leave Page being body and unable to walk out of there on his own 2 feet. And until that moment comes, Hangman Page tells him to say his full name. He tosses the microphone and leaves the ring. This was a good segment to kick off the show between Hangman Page and Kyle Fletcher. Alright, a video package for the coffin match at All Out airs. So we get the first match, John Moxley accompanied by Maria Shafir and Daniel Garcia versus Roger Strong coming by Kyle O'Reilly. And this was not a bad match. You know what I'm saying? This was not bad. You know what I'm saying? It was just decent for what it was. The bell rings, we are underway. Roger Strong with a baseball slide on Daniel Garcia and John Moxley to the outside. Roger Strong with a right hand followed by chops to the chest. John Moxley with the rake to the eyes. He grabs Roger Strong, but Roger Strong lifts him up and throws him on the top of the barricade. He throws John Moxley back into the ring. Moxley with a right hand and a kick in the corner. John Moxley with a clothesline in the corner. John Moxley climbs the second rope and hits Roger Strong with the right hands. John Moxley gets down and both men exchange chops. Roger Strong. He said John Moxley climbs to the second rope and hits Roger Strong with right hands. John Moxley gets down and both men exchange shots. Roger Strong with a drop kick and John Moxley rolls to the outside of the ring. Maria Shapiro gets involved, gets in Roger Strong's face, and both Garcia and Roger Strong are face to face. John Moxley with their right hand, and he throws Roger Strong over the barricade. It says, not a bad contract signing. Kyle Fletcher was believable out there while it wasn't a fan of Page promo. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Roger Strong with chops to the chest, followed by a clothesline. Roger Strong with a knee to the face, followed by a back suplex. He goes for the cover, but John Moxley kicks out. Both men with chops to the chest, but John Moxley with a clothesline. John Moxley with a power driver. He goes for the cover, but Roger Strong kicks out. John Moxley with an armbar, but Roger Strong makes it to the bottom rope. John Moxley to the ropes. He goes for a big boot. Roger Strong moves, and Roger Strong with a boot. He goes for a back suplex, but John Moxley with a bulldog choke. Roger Strong makes it to the ropes, and Roger Strong gets to his feet. He lands a back suplex. He goes for the cover, but John Moxley kicks out. Roger Strong places John Moxley on the top rope, and Roger Strong climbs to the top rope. Roger Strong lifts John Moxley up and drops him onto the mat. He goes for the cover, but John Moxley kicks out. Roger Strong grabs John Moxley, and both men fall to the outside of the ring. Roger Strong throws John Moxley back into the ring, and Daniel Garcia grabs Roger Strong's legs. Kyle O'Reilly grabs Daniel Garcia, and both men fight. John Moxley rolls Roger Strong up, but Roger Strong kicks out. The referee is distracted by Daniel Garcia, and Kyle O'Reilly runs Strong runs to the ropes, and he is tripped by Real Yuta as John Moxley lands the Paragon shift. He gets Roger Strong in a bulldog choke, and Roger Strong kicks out, taps out. The winner of the match, John Moxley. This was a good match to start the show. It says not a bad match, but we can have one wrestling match anywhere which does not include interference or weapons. That would be something new. Which is, I agree with that, but it still was a good match. And video airs previewing MJF versus Mark Briscoe airs. Commercial break. So we get Bobby Lashley accompanied by Shelton Benjamin and MVP versus Toa Luna with Ricochet and GOA. And this match right here, this was a quick match, but not that long. The bell rings, we are underway. Toa gets Bobby Lashley in the corner and hits him with right hands, but Bobby Lashley with right hands. Bobby Lashley grabs Toa, but Toa with a big boot. Bobby Lashley on the ring apron, and Toa with a headbutt. Toa with a Samoan drop on the apron. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Bobby Lashley with the electric chair, both men with right hands, and Bobby Lashley with their belly to belly. Bobby Lashley goes for a spear, but Toa rolls to the outside of the ring. Bobby Lashley to the outside, and he spears Toa. MVP with a right hand on Ricochet, and he throws Ricochet into the barricade. Bobby Lashley throws Toa back into the ring and goes for the full Nelson. Toa falls to the mat and he passes out. The winner by submission, Bobby Lashley. This was a quick match. Ricochet and GOA get in the ring after the match, but the Hurt Center Kid chased them away. So we go to commercial break. Tony Schiavone is in the ring, and he introduced Copeland to the ring. The fans sing his theme song, and Christian Cage, Mitchell Kids, both men are in the ring. And Tony Schiavone introduced FTR with Stokely to the ring. And now they come with security. This was a good promo right here. Stokely grabs the microphone and he says, if they touch FTR, it's a $100,000 fine, and if they touch him, it's a $5,000 fine, and their match will be canceled. He tells them that their entire family and friends will be disappointed. Cash tells Copeland that 16 years ago he met him for the first time, and after all these years they became the best tag team of all time. They helped bring back into wrestling. He comes to AEW, but they did all the work. Cash really says 5 years they helped him get his career back, and at All Out he will get rid of it for good. Dax says there was a time where Copeland and Christian were the best tag team in the world, but the only reason they were was because their competition was too mediocre team that carried them for the relevancy. But FTR for 11 years, they have carried tag team wrestling on their backs. They had committed themselves as the generational tag team. A catalog of classic matches spanning over a decade against Big Bill and Enzo, and a trilogy against the Briscoes. Several championships won. They are one of one for Copeland and Christian Cage. This is a dream match. Copeland grabs a microphone and tells him to shut up. Copeland tells Stokely not to talk about his wife. And for FTR, they broke their friendship. He tells FTR they are homeless, and he opens his home to them. He wanted to come to AEW to work with them. The reason why FTR were not in a spotlight is because the fans don't want them, and they want him. He tells that FTR are the discussion for being one of the best tag teams of all time, and they have been there for 25 years. They revolutionized tag team wrestling. They created a match that turned into a pay-per-view. Copeland tells them there is only one Cope in Christian Cage, but Christian Cage grabs the microphone and says Christian Cage and Copeland tells FTR that they will understand why they are better than FTR. Christian Cage tells London Ontario to be the hottest. 1,000 is a lot of money, and 5,000 with that money, Stokely might actually be able to get himself some you know what. He tells the fans that the money means nothing to him because he's right. Christian Cage and Copeland attack FTR, and as security gets in the way, Copeland and Christian Cage beat up the security as FTR leaves the ring, and Dax has a bloody nose. That was a great promo from both teams, which is I agree with that. I like the intensity from everyone, and Christian Cage was great here. The best segment of the show, which is I agree with it. This was the best segment throughout the entire show. So we get the next match, AEW World Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way Ladder Match Qualifier, the Young Bucks versus Juice Robinson and Austin Gunn. And this was, I ain't gonna lie, this was a decent match for what it was. The Young Bucks come down to the ring with a duffel bag full of money. The bell rings, we are underway. Matt and Juice Robinson start the match. Matt Jackson with the hip toss. Nick Jackson is tagged in, and they double team Juice Robinson, but Juice Robinson gets up and lands a double clothesline. Gunn tags in, and Gunn with right hands. He goes for the cover, but Nick Jackson kicks out. Nick Jackson with the right hand, and he lands a neck breaker. Matt Jackson tags in, and they double team Gunn. Matt is knocked to the outside of the ring. All right, so we go to commercial break. Commercial break. Back from commercial, the Young Bucks double team Austin Gunn in the ring. Nick Jackson goes for the cover, but Austin Gunn kicks out. Nick Jackson grabs a stack of money from the duffel bag and tries to bribe the referee. Austin Gunn rolls Nick Jackson out, but Nick Jackson kicks out. Matt Jackson is tagged in, but Austin Gunn slams him down onto the ring. Juice Robinson and Nick Jackson are tagging. Juice Robinson with their right hands, and he takes down the Young Bucks. Austin Gunn is tagged back in. They double team Nick Jackson, and Austin Gunn with their clothesline. He goes for the cover, but Nick Jackson kicks out. Juice Robinson is tagged back in, and Nick Jackson throws Austin Gunn to the outside. Nick Jackson with a face plant onto Juice Robinson. Nick Jackson to the outside, and Austin Gunn with the famouser. Matt Jackson takes Austin Gunn down, and Juice Robinson takes Matt Jackson down on the outside of the ring. Nick Jackson with a kick to the face. Nick Jackson with a splash onto Juice Robinson and Austin Gunn. Nick Jackson throws Juice Robinson back into the ring. The Young Bucks over team Juice Robinson, and they super kick Austin Gunn. Nick Jackson goes for the cover, but Juice Robinson kicks out. Matt Jackson is tagged back in. Austin Gunn takes Matt Jackson down, and Nick Jackson takes Austin Gunn down. Juice Robinson with a close onto Nick Jackson. Juice Robinson with the Blade Runner onto Matt Jackson. He goes for the cover, but Matt Jackson kicks out. Juice Robinson places Matt Jackson on the top rope, and Juice Robinson on the top rope. Juice Robinson with the Hurricane on, but Matt Jackson with a sunset flip cover, but Juice Robinson kicks out. Nick Jackson throws Austin Gunn to the outside. Matt Jackson with the BTE trigger. Matt Jackson goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, the Young Bucks. This was a decent match, what it was. Even though it was fun at the same time. Fun tag team match. I think everyone knew that the Young Bucks would get the win too. I enjoyed this one. Yeah, this was a decent and fun match at the same time. Commercial break. So we get the AEW Unified Championship Eliminator match. The Beast Mortals versus Mascara Dorada. And this match right here, this was a solid match, what it was. The bell rings run underway. Mortals with the arm drag takedown. Mascara Dorada with the arm drag takedown. Mascara Dorada climbs the top rope and he lands on an arm drag. Mortals to his feet and he climbs a body tackle onto Mascara Dorada, and Mascara Dorada falls to the outside of the ring. Mortals with a tornado DDT, with a tornado dive through the ropes onto the outside of the ring. Mortals throws Mascara Dorada into the barricade. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Mortals and Mascara Dorada are on the ring apron. Mascara Dorada with a destroyer onto the ring apron, and Mortals falls to the outside. Mascara Dorada with a tornado splash over the top rope. Mascara Dorada throws Mortals back into the ring. Mascara Dorada climbs the top rope and jumps, but Mortals moves out of the way. Mascara Dorada lands on his feet, and Mortals with a backbreaker. He throws Mascara Dorada to the ropes, but Mascara Dorada lands a destroyer. Mascara Dorada to the ropes, and Mortals with a modified pile driver. He goes for the cover, but Mascara Dorada kicks out. Mortals goes for a backbreaker, but Mascara Dorada with the perfect bomb. Mascara Dorada goes for a roll-up, but Mortals reverses it into a roll-up, but Mascara Dorada kicks out. Mortals climbs the top rope, but Mascara Dorada with a kick to the side of the head. Mascara Dorada on the top rope, and both men are standing on the top rope. Mascara Dorada with the Hurricane. He goes for the cover, but Mortals kicks out. Mascara Dorada with a backbreaker. Mascara Dorada climbs the top rope, and he lands a shooting star press. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Mascara Dorada. This was a solid match, what it was. Out comes Kazuchika Okada with Don Callis to the ring. As they are coming down, out comes Kazuchika Takeshita, and he and Okada are face to face. Mascara Dorada with a crossbody off the top rope onto Okada and Mascara Dorada, and Taze and Takeshita are face to face. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, out comes Timeless Toni Storm to the ring. The fans chant Toni. She says she is still the champion. She says she won her title back 7 months ago. She has lived every day, and if it were her last, she slayed the Beast Belt Collector Forever champion. She says AEW is where the best wrestler, and if you're not willing to put your life in the ring when you step in the ring, you ain't, you know what. She says, and now she will risk it all for 3 women who are worthy of the title. And if it is the end of her reign, it has been the honor of her life. But if they really want her to take her title, then they better burn her body to the ground and pack her ashes into a pipe and takes a puff, because no one will get them as high as her. Out comes Jimmy Hater. She says she is a fan of the spotlight, and not that All Out, she won't look too good without her title. And it has been a long time since it has been just them. She wants Toni Storm to remember 3 things. One, she does not forget. 2 is that Toni invited her into the match, and 3, Jamie Hayter is hard. Jamie Hayter hits hard. Out comes Chris Statlander, who says she has not had a title match in 4 years. Toni tells them to trim their the bushes because at All Out, but she is interrupted, and out comes the caller. They call out for the match. So we get a no-holds bar match. The Kala defeated Emnada. So Emnada. I hope I'm saying it right. Emnada. So yeah. So it is what it is. Let's move on. AEW World Tag Team Championship qualifying match. Jet Speed, Kevin Knight, and Mike Bailey defeated the Pachauri, Kill Switch, and Kip Sabian. And Rio defeated Robin Regated. And AEW World Tag Team Championship qualifying match. The Don Callis family, Hickson Zero, and Josh Alexander defeated Top Flight, Dante, and Darius, which that match was squashed. Alright, so we get the quick match results. John Moxley defeated Roger Strong, which is a good match. Bobby Lashley defeated Toa Luna, decent match. The Young Bucks defeated Juice Robinson and Austin Gunn. Decent match and fun at the same time. Mascara's Dorado defeated the Beast Motaro. Solid match what it was. They Kala defeated Queen Amnita, which is okay match what it was. Jasby, Kevin Knight, and Mike Bailey defeated the Pachauri, Kill Switch, and Kip Sabian. Okay tag team match what it was. And Rio defeated Robin Rengated. Squash match. I don't know. Quick match what it was. Don Callis family, Hickersino, Hickson Zero, and Josh Alexander defeated Top Flight, Dante, and Darius Martin. Squash match what it was. And AEW Dynamite goes off there. Now, let me get my opinion what I think about AEW Dynamite. Now, AEW Dynamite was a good show for what it was before going into All Out. Alright, if you guys enjoy my AEW Dynamite review and highlights, make sure you guys please watch the video from all the way from the beginning or towards the end for watch time hours. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content that I do on the channel, because I'm really pushing for a YouTube partner, and I need you guys, and I need all the help that I can get. So make sure you guys please like, comment, share, subscribe, and watch and share all my videos. Watch all my videos and share my videos with your friends and family, because I need my watch time hours, and that's all I gotta say. But anyway, I appreciate Steph 92. Steph 92 is the only person that's helping me with my watch hours, and I appreciate Steph 92. But anyway, shout out to Showstopper TV for going live on Twitch earlier today. I had lots of fun watching him. And also shout out to Beauty for going live on Twitch today. I have fun watching her playing Minecraft, and I also have fun watching Showstopper TV play Kingdom Hearts. And that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, shout out to all my YouTubers, man. Shout out to all my Twitch streamers for doing well. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. And yeah, man. And that's all I gotta say. So I will see you guys tonight for my upcoming world premiere for my AEW Dynamite review and highlights. And like I said, I do not watch AEW Collision. I don't watch that. So this weekend, I'm going to give you guys my WWE WrestlePalooza review and highlights. And then, I think I might, yeah. And then I'm going to give you guys my AEW All Out. Yeah, AEW All Out review. Yeah, AEW All Out review on highlights. I think that's the Sunday too. Either or. But anyway, this your boy B-Boy Snatch on TV, aka Wakanda Snatch One, because I got plenty to go around. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.